Hey guys, Quad C's Tesla guy here, and today we're doing another video testing FSD's summon feature in version 14.3.4. Today we're at the Costco and we're going to do a number of tries. We're going to try to drive in the driver's seat first, we'll use the go to target feature, then we'll switch to the passenger seat and use go to target feature a couple times. And then lastly, we're going to get in the rear seat and try the go to target feature. And then we're going to wrap it up with the normal feature would be come to me. So if you were at the front door of the Costco here and it was pouring outside, raining, you would use the come to me to have the car come pick you up. Now, hopefully in the future, there'll be a new feature called Banish. I've heard many mentions of this, and even some of the recent Elon tweets and comments seem to point towards the vehicle being able to drop you off at the front door and then go park itself. But we'll see what comes in the near future. For right now, let's get into it and try this out. So the first thing we need to do is we need to set up the app to point it to the right place. So let's go ahead and go into the summon feature, and we are connected. It says we press hold and continue. So we're going to not use go to target first. Actually, we're going to use go to target first. That's our first goal, is just to try that out. So we're going to send ourselves in the parking lot. We're going to go down here and see if we can get it to park over here somewhere. That will be our first target location. So let's go ahead and set it right back here in the back of the lot somewhere. I don't want to be where I'm interrupting anybody. It's the first time we're going to drive it using this, so we're going to just go to target all the way down there. And let's just see how well it works from the driver's seat first. All right, so we are pulling out. It does say on the screen, summon activated from mobile. And it is driving on its own. I'm just holding it with my hand here to make sure that the vehicle will do this safely. I always like to do it first from the driver's seat because it just gives you a little bit more feeling of comfort. You could see what's really going on and know that it's safe, and then move on from there to trying other things out. With the ultimate goal of not even being in the vehicle in the end, and making sure that it's completely safe and that it's actually improved. So that's what we're doing. This is our first stop, and we have made it here. We're going to do one more of these, and then we're going to go ahead and switch to the passenger seats. Let's just move over here on the other side of the parking lot and push go to target. Again, I'm just holding the button here. It is activating. It is backing up. That's the first time I've seen it back up. That's because we chose something that was just down here to the right, and now it's going to go straight. So I don't know why it did that. It backed up first and then pulled forward. Maybe because of that car turning the corner back there, it decided it needed to go slowly. But as you can see here, it is working pretty good. Nice and easy, calm turns. And once we get stopped this time, now we're going to go ahead and switch to the passenger seat. So let me get out of this seat, move over there, and try it out from the passenger seat. All right, so in the passenger seat now, let's go ahead and set a new target. And we're going to try to go back over to the other side of the lot, but down a ways. So you can see there's a very limited range in what it can do. And I'll have this recording up on the screen as well, but I often like to make sure that you can see it. So let's go ahead and set go to target. And we're already moving, and the vehicle is going to go, it's going about 8 miles per hour. So they did increase the speed for what FSD will do in Summon. So it will go up to 8 miles per hour in the parking lots now. It used to be that it would only do 6 miles per hour. We're going to do a couple of these before we go to the back seats. Now, again, the range is kind of limited, so we are just kind of letting it test it out and see how well it does. And then we'll go ahead and set a new target somewhere over on the other side of the parking lot. So you can see, there it is. We are at our destination. So let's go ahead and set up for the next one. Let's just go somewhere over here. and go to Target. All right. So we are headed to our next destination in the parking lot. Again, we're just in the passenger seat here, letting the car navigate. A little bit trickier in a Costco. There's a lot more foot traffic and cars coming in and out of the rows. So we'll just see how it responds. There's some people here in this row, and we got some truck coming into the lane here. As long as nobody notices what I'm doing, then it doesn't really make that much of a difference. But we are being more cautious than anything. So far, so good. Not a problem. FSD is handling this just fine. Now it's going to stop right here. All right, so let's let it go ahead and park. And then we're going to switch to the rear of the car. So now we're going to take it. I'm going to take it just straight ahead here first. I don't want to be too intrusive. And we're going to go to Target. So we are headed straight. So it's waiting. I'm going to wait for them to go. And then once they have backed up, I'll go ahead and press to go to Target again. We got a long truck, so we don't want to be in their way. And let's go ahead and get started. Target, something in path. Nothing's really in the path. So we're going to go ahead and try this out. A couple of times there, it didn't know what to do. It may be stuck. Could be waiting for that guy, which it was. It was just waiting for this guy who was walking past the car. I just want to see what happens as we drive down the road here. Again, I don't want to be intrusive. I'm just testing some things out in the lot here just to see how it responds and how it navigates the parking lot. So that's one. And then I think I'm just going to go ahead and try one more here. We're going to go see where we can go here. I'm going to go down and around. This is really going to be difficult. I want to go back this way. So we'll see if we can get it to turn us around and get us back to somewhere behind us. So you can see it's going to drive. Now I am officially out of range. It wants to think about turning. It's going to pull into this spot right here. Looks like it's going to do a 3-point turn. Interesting choice. It's going to turn around by this truck here and take us straight down the row just to see how well it works. We are going all the way down towards the end. Now there's some people getting out of their vehicle. I'm paying attention because I don't want to, run anybody over. The car will actually stop. It will not run people over. It's basically watching the cars and the traffic in the lot, and I'm just watching it. So these people here are dashing across to get in their car. Car is still moving in the right direction. And it's going to go all the way around them. So kind of navigate it around them, going down at the end of the lot. And I probably will do one more stop down at the very end down there. And we'll just get down to the very corner. And then we'll try out the actual feature that people would normally use, which is that they would use it to summon their vehicle to the front of the store somewhere. So that's what we're going to do. One more attempt in the back seat. Pretty easy so far, not that big of a deal. I feel like this is much improved. It works really well at the Costco here. Costco has an amazing parking lot. Their parking spaces have extra space, and the white lines are set up in a way that you can probably do this much easier. So let's go ahead and get the car parked, and then we're going to summon it to pick us up. And just going to go park us somewhere. So, all right, so let's go ahead and find a good place to park. We're going to navigate around the parking lot here and not be in people's way. I'm going to go and find a good place to park that would still be within range, because one of the things as you notice is you get this circle, and that circle is pretty small in my opinion. What would people actually use this feature for, right? The go to target, I don't know if I would ever use it the way I would use it in the car. That's really just for me to test it out to make sure I feel it's safe. But like the come to me option, I think is a good option, because what you want to do is you want to be, let's say it's raining outside and you want the car to come pick you up because you don't want to get drenched. You can summon the vehicle to come and pick you up at the front door. So that's what we're going to simulate here. We're going to simulate having the vehicle come pick us up, and then we'll be done with this video. So let's go ahead and find a parking spot here. Now we're going to use a feature called Auto Park here. A lot of people don't realize that this is actually an FSD feature. So you basically pull up into an area of the parking lot, you click on a parking space and you press start. And what that does is it starts to back the vehicle into a spot. So you can see on the screen here, it's backing up and going to the parking spot. And so it is pretty good at parking vehicles for you. As you can see, you get to see the lines and things like that. And then we're going to just give a little summon test next, where we have the vehicle come to us. So again, we have to get out, and we're going to go to the front of the store somewhere. Again, I'm going to be a little bit more cautious than usual. I'm going to just basically be at the front of the store by the big doors over there. And then we're going to have the car come to me. All right. So let's bring the phone. Let's get out. And this is our last test. So we're still running summon. We're just going to have it come up here and pick us up. So I need to check to see, like, are we going to be within range? So we're going to use the come to me option. So we click the little silhouette. And we're going to go over here and stand, and then you can see cars behind us back there. We're just going to see how well it works to come pick us up. Now, I advise that people not really use this yet. It is a nice feature, but I don't think it's perfect. So.
Okay, Harper, can you carry Dad's hot dog, please?
All right, so this is close enough to the front of the store, in my opinion. The car is over there. So we're going to go ahead and summon it to come to me. So I'm just looking at the cameras, seeing the views. I do see that there are cars going down that lane. And we're just going to push the button and see how well it does with come to me. So it is making a right turn. It's going to come straight down here towards us. And this is really how you would really use this, is you would want the car to come to you just like it is. Now it sees this guy walking here. So it's being cautious, and it's going to pull up all the way up to the door. And so it will pull straight up here, and it will present itself, and it will make a noise when it's completed. So it's done, and that is summon. All right, so whenever you're doing these things, you always get a strange look from people. People don't really understand what is going on. Some of them know, like some people know that you have a Tesla and that it drives itself, and that they realize that what they're seeing is the vehicle using the self-driving capability. And so, yeah, it's just like people wonder what's going on, especially when you're doing YouTube videos like this. I would wonder too, if I was watching somebody do this, they would be like, what's going on? I saw some kids watch me do it over here earlier, and they were like, that car drives itself. Look, I heard them saying things like that. So it's pretty cool. I'm glad that I get a chance to like make these videos and help people understand the technology and the capabilities. And that's really what I'm after here is I want to make this kind of big and visible. I want people to know that a Tesla is much more than just a car. It's actually a computer on wheels, right? It has a brain, an AI processor. It can use all 7 cameras on this version of the vehicle, including the camera that's up here, to basically watch what I'm doing. So it knows whether or not you're being safe. So let's go ahead and pull in here and let's end this video. Put it in park. All right, that's it, guys. Successful summon activity. We were able to pull off all of these stops. We were able to first use it a couple times from the driver's seat, a couple times from the passenger seat, and a few times in the back seat. And we were able to summon it as a come to me option where I stood at the front door and the vehicle drove and picked me up. That's pretty good. 14.3.4 in the books, and it seems like they're making progress. It does have some things that could be a little better. One of the times that I was trying to stop or trying to use it, it said there was an object in the path. I didn't see any objects in the path. I just had to release and let go a couple times and then retry it again. And then eventually it worked. So again, there's some little nuances that you have to work through. But in general, I think FSD's summon capability is getting better. I do still think it's a little bit of a party trick, not very useful unless you are absolutely desperate to not have to walk to your vehicle. I really think I would just normally just walk to my vehicle and get in it and let it sit wherever it is that I parked. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. And if you're looking to buy a Tesla, you can go to qcteslaguy.com, and there's a referral button at the top of the page, and that will get you 3 free months of full self-driving when you purchase or buy when you buy or lease a new Tesla. And if you haven't seen my previous videos, here's a couple of them for you to watch. Until next time, use technology to drive safe so that you can live life.